every single gasket, every single O-ring was wrecked. They were all destroyed. And the reason was the ethanol in fuel.
Oh, come on fellas, not exactly being very considerate to other road users, are you?
In fact, I think America has more interest in the triples. Hello everybody, today we are going to go find some two-strokes around in the wild. So I'm going to head off to Loomies Motor Cafe, which is around West Meon area. And before I do that, I need to refuel my bike. Obviously we're going to take the TZR today because we just finished rebuilding that. The RD 350 can wait for a longer journey. Right, let's get the TZR out and then I'll show you how I'm going to refuel it in my garage. What a beauty. Okay, let's get this thing fueled up. So this is how I'm going to fill the bike up. From Anglo-American Oils, this is the RSUR fuel, which is a cross between a storage fuel and what it is most definitely is zero ethanol. And you may think, oh, you're being silly. Well, why are you buying barrels of fuel to fill your TZR up? And my friend Jamie's got a 3XV1. You'll see him. We're going to go and meet him down at Loomies in a minute. And he had his bike. He didn't run it for 6 months. Tried to start it, couldn't start it at all. Took it into the shop and they took his carbs off, and every single gasket, every single O-ring was wrecked. They were all destroyed. And the reason was the ethanol in fuel. Now we've been getting away with it recently because we've been using Esso super unleaded, which was in the majority of the UK zero ethanol. Now that's changed very recently, so even that has ethanol in it. And what ethanol does is, they call it something called hydroscopic, but basically what it means is it brings water in, and then that just totally destroys carburetors. Well, to be more honest, all the fuel lines, all the O-rings, everything like that. So this is from Anglo-American Oils, and it's basically like super unleaded but with no ethanol. This is what I use to get it out, which is a Clark pump. I've seen, I got this off Amazon. No, sorry, I got this off Clark's website. There's loads of pumps that look like this on Amazon, but they're vanes, and this is more like a roots blower, so it's a proper pump, so it won't let us down. So let's go and fill this TZR up and then we can get on the road. Get the vent open. Now the fuel tank. My fuel hose. And then it's just a matter of turning it. Right, that's done. I think probably getting a better hose, this collapses on itself, so I'll have to look into that. But aside from that, we're all good to go. And I could probably get the right tool for doing that too, rather than using a screwdriver. It doesn't matter. So we're all fueled up, ready to go. Reset. It's going to get changed. I'll see you on the road.
So we're off to Loomies Moto Cafe today. The TZR is running great, really well, but I don't really want to push it on long journeys, and Loomies isn't that far away from me. And look at it, it's beautiful out here. So what a perfect day for a ride. I'm going to be meeting a couple of people on two-strokes at Loomies, so I know there's going to be at least 3 two-strokes there, and I'm hoping to see if there's any more. Normally at Loomies there's quite a few, they're not always the same people every time, so it's nice to get a variation. We've seen some really nice two-strokes there in the past. I think the highlight so far has been the NSR 400, which has been absolutely stunning, but obviously looking out for more RDs, more TZRs, and some of the more unusual. Just want to share a couple of things about doing these videos. One of them, which is really weird, and I don't know if anybody else has this, is when I look back at the footage, sometimes I see that my view is tilted over to the right. I've had a look at the alignment of the camera, and I don't think it's misaligned. I think naturally I turn my head, and it's very difficult for me to see if I'm doing it. So every now and again you'll see me tilt one side or the other, and that's me trying to just work out, am I putting some strange tilt on the camera? I don't know if I am or not. The other thing that is interesting about how I record this footage is the way that I go about capturing the sound of the motorcycle. So I have the DJI mic system, and one of the microphones I put in the glove compartment of the TZR. Obviously I can't just leave it rattling around in there, so I have that cable tied up in there so it doesn't rattle about, but it does mean that you get really awesome exhaust sound, which reminds me that I ought to just shut up and let you guys listen to this bike. I'm taking it really easy for this ride. I gave it a bit of a caning on my first ride out, a bit of over exuberance, but just being really sensible, just really enjoying the bike and not putting it under any pressure, just really enjoying the two-stroke, and hopefully if I shut up you'll hear the sound of the engine. One thing about driving this bit is it reminds me of how good the fuel pump is on the TZR. It's not a fuel pump, the oil pump. So as you're coasting downhill, if you were on a premix bike, there would be no oil getting to the pistons. It would be high RPM and low oil because it would be a low throttle opening. Well, as I shut throttle on the TZR now, the oil pump keeps going related to the revs not just the throttle opening. So I can close the throttle and I know that as I'm coasting down, the engine's still getting the right amount of two-stroke oil in it. And so I don't understand anybody who would go from a system like this to premix. And I know that there's one of the biggest problems that we used to have when I was racing two-strokes was at the end of the straight, when you close the throttle, it was extremely likely the thing would seize because you'd be at high RPMs. Now that was we're talking a long time ago that I did that racing. But now the fuel pump technology, it's so much oil pump technology, so much better. Brilliant on these TZRs. Really think that's a good change, and maybe it can be used for TZRs in the future if we make more of them. Oh, come on fellas, not exactly being very considerate to other road users, are you? And here we are, Loomies Moto Cafe. Recently been riddled with average speed cameras and noise cameras, but that still hasn't stopped a lot of people.
Here's the first of our two strokes that we found. It is a TZR 250 3XV1. This belongs to Jamie. It's an absolute beauty, mate.
Thank you.
How long did that take you to?
Oh no, I didn't do it. I bought it like it.
You bought it like it?
Yeah.
This is something you don't see every day. This is a H2 750 Mach IV. Look at those inlet rubbers, they look absolutely brand new. This whole bike looks absolutely perfect. In fact, I think America has more interest in the triples, but 74 brake horsepower makes it a very good base to do drag racing, I believe. I think that's why it's popular.
Stopping, that's the problem.
It looks really sweet. Tidy.
Not napalm,
The RD 250 LC. This used to be a learner bike up until about, I think, 1983.
one disc on the front. It's
Oh yeah, you might want to drill some holes in that.
Do the conversion. I've ordered all new bits for it. It's got a braided line on it.
Yeah.
Find something like that, or TDM, or something more right position.
The power valve in the LCII variant of the RD 350.
Oh yeah, but if they were still cheap, everybody would have a power valve or a 350 LC in their garage.
The Aprilia RS 250 actually has an RGV engine because Aprilia didn't have their own engines. Here's another TZR 250, and this is the RS Racing Sport version.
Okay, fella.
Right.
Well, there you go.
That's right, mate.
Oh, we can't forget my TZR. My TZR is a 3XV8 RS Racing Sport.
And there we go. Yeah, there's quite a few two-strokes there. Again, it's just a short trip for me down to Loomies Moto Cafe, and I'll be back here soon to have another look, see if we can find some more two-strokes. But I've also there's another couple of places that I want to try and see if I can find some from. One is Hailing Island Bike Night, and that is on Thursday evenings, and there's Station Cafe in Alton that apparently has a two-stroke night on Wednesdays. So I think there's going to be a couple of evening ride outs, and I'm going to be taking the RD 350 out to those. I think the TZR, I'm really happy this is back on the road, and yeah, it sounds brilliant, doesn't it? So just to recap on what we've seen today, we've seen 3 TZRs. We saw a 3XV1, which is the R model, mine, which is a 3XV8, the RS, and also a 3XVA, which is another RS. They didn't make the TZR for very long in comparison to things like the RD350, but they sure did make a lot of variants of it. And one variant that we haven't seen so far is an SP, a sport production machine. Now I know a couple of people that have got those, and as soon as they're out and about I will certainly go and ambush them so I can show you those as well. We can look on the TZR forum, pure2strokespirit.net, and there's all the information about what TZRs are out there, and particularly around the 3XVs. There's a strong community around that. But it's also the other TZRs, the 3MA. I know Marv's got his Kenny Roberts 3MA, and that's a really nice bike. I'm desperate to get that on video as well. And there's also other types of TZR on the forum as well, so the 1KT and also some TZ and also TZR 125. The TZR 125 shares an awful lot in common with the 3XV, and this smoked screen that I've got here on mine, that actually was listed as a TZR 125 part from Slipstream screens in Wales, and it fits absolutely straight on. So anyway, that was good fun seeing those two strokes out there. There's still plenty of summer left, and I really would like to get to a few other places while we've still got some lovely riding weather, and while I've still got some fuel in the barrel. So that's it from me. Okay, take care, bye.